brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Arizona Cardinals. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride, and winners in 7 of their last 9. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready for what could be a tough one, and perhaps a playoff preview come January. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to throw now on first down. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Price. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They go play action here on first down. This is taken in by McBride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. He'll try again. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Shelton. And he rifles one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Shelton. And this pass caught by Gray. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And they'll try to run the option here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Back to throw. Shelton. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
Looking to throw. Price. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off-play action. Price. Got a man here. It's Roberts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jaden Reed, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shelton. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Price. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Webster. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. A short one here, caught by McBride. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Able to get this with McBride. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Taking it about the 16. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Shelton. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Shelton. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down, Cleveland.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd down and 6 now. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 39. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well,
and now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good job of just fighting through 1 tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. On the draw, it's Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Shelton. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Browns at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Back to throw. Shelton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Over the middle, complete. That's Roberts. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He'll try to pick it up himself. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Price. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cards have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Group being able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Operating from the gun, Shelton. Able to find Gray here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before break. Shelton. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our
Our
EA
trip
Sports
around the NFL
report.
starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the 49ers. And this is Caleb Williams. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Saints win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Price throwing to start the drive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Mickey Manwari. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Price. He finds his man complete. That's Webster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Webster. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Price. That's complete to McBride. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Price. He finds his man complete. It's McBride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Price. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yaya Diaby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored.
And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's Price throwing to start the drive. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Price. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And this one is right through.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he returns this to the 22.
And the Browns getting set to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shelton. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
This 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Shelton. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Shelton. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Off the play fake. Shelton. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Looking to throw. Shelton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Back to throw. Shelton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Looking to throw. Shelton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. 2nd and goal from the 1.
That's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead it'll give the Hall up the middle.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Price. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Price.
Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns set to take over.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Shelton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
2nd and long.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Third down and 16.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Mykel Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
A handoff for Hall.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Shelton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Cardinals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
To throw is Price. Throwing to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Price. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Mykel Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Shelton. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run it with Hall off the option.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Shelton.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cards are right back in this football game.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down 31-27, 2:25 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Webster. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
He's back to throw. Finds Roberts left side. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Webster. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
Back to throw. Price. Fighting through pressure.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Browns, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects.